Good morning. Welcome to this edition of the Lynn Hayes Freeland Show. Jam-packed. That's the only way I can describe this show. A little bit later in the program, a celebration of Black history, information on what's happening in County Council, and a cannabis town meeting. But we begin on the front porch. New Horizon Theater is back. That's the name of their latest play. Joyce, Megris, and more. Yeah. Herb Newsom is the director. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Front Porch Society.
Yeah,
Front Porch Society. And Herb's going to tell you what it's about. I'll tell you that it's going to run from February 1st through the 17th. Get your tickets now, newhorizontheater.org.
You know, got to sell those tickets, right?
There you go.
It's a play about hope. And it's a play, it follows the story of a woman who had went through a tragedy of losing her son many years ago, and the struggle and the fight to kind of find the true meaning behind it, and the hope to kind of continue fighting on to find out what had happened. It's set to the background of the 2008 election between McCain and Obama. And that's in the background. So the play begins, and I'm not going to give much away, but it begins on Election Day, when the hope and dreams of America was just very vibrant, and the communities bustling with these ideas of a new America. And how do you continue with this hope when you know that day by day you've been beaten down and beaten down?
You've got this loss that you're dealing with. Wow. Okay, Joyce, I mean, I'm always amazed. You guys come up with plays that are so thought-provoking. How did you come up with Front Porch Society?
Well, we usually work with Eileen Morris and Herb Newsom, because we call them our program committee persons, and they help us out too. They give us ideas about plays, and some of our board people read through the plays. Some of us don't always have time to read through them, but we try to get a play in about Black History Month that's would work with the theme of Black History Month. And also with the theme, we partnership with the Falk School, University of Pittsburgh. And so it's a play that all of the students can attend.
I see.
Herb tells me that all age groups can attend this play. So it works with that for our Black History Month.
So because you mentioned Falk School, let's just go over those logistics, because you're using the auditorium there. It opens February the 1st. And what days of the week? It's not every day, correct?
It's Friday, Saturday at 7:30 p.m., Saturday and Sunday at 3 p.m., the matinees. And we run through the 17th. So we have 12 performances. People have plenty of time to get out.
Absolutely.
And they can bring students. They can bring school students, groups. We have
church groups,
and we have groups of 10 or more attending on the same performance.
All right. You got to clarify.
And so, yeah, we got to clarify that.
Yeah.
So, and we look forward to seeing them.
So, Herb, tell me, I always like to ask, what is the over coffee conversation after the play?
Very interesting. In this political climate that we are now engaged in, with our president, with the shutdown, with two political parties going at it head to head, we revisit 2008, and some of the similar themes that were happening back then are happening now. So within the play, there's a theme of what does it mean for young Black men to exist in America, and what's the value of that? We see that every day. That's still a struggle we're trying to answer through the Black Lives Matter movement.
Absolutely.
So that's very prevalent in the play. There's also this infusion. The play isn't about the election. It's the backdrop of the election. But I've infused some things that come from the election in there, because a lot of it has to do with today and what we're going through today. You think 10 years ago, you know, it's over 10, 11 years ago, with all this hope and Obama coming into the presidency that the world was going to change, America was going to move forward. And we have to a certain extent. And now it almost seems like we've gone way back. So I think what we hope is that you can sit and watch the play, and then you could be reminded of what can be, and how
be reminded of the hope that we did.
The hope that we did have, and how we could come together in the face of whatever. And through our history, we've had a history since the beginning of time in America where there's always been struggle. There've been people against each other, and we've always gotten through it, through the worst of it, right?
Because we've always had that hope. We've always had that hope. And it's interesting because I just look at that graphic, And it is. The picture of President Obama is very faint in the window.
In the background.
Yeah.
Let me add, Lynn, that people can come out on opening night. We have a big reception, and Herb will be there. They can meet the director. And
Okay.
and the playwright will be there, too. She's from Chicago, and she will be coming in from Chicago to see the play and to greet the
So that's on the
people.
1st?
That's on February 1st.
Okay.
She'll be there also on the 2nd. Herb won't be there on the 2nd, but she'll still be there on the 2nd.
So folks want to come on the 1st.
Yeah. And let me see. I believe you're Delta, right?
No. See, I have on this red, see?
Okay.
I'm an AKA.
All right, excuse me.
But that's okay.
Whoops.
We are sisters in Brighton.
Okay.
Is the playwright a Delta?
I believe she is, and I
Okay,
think
all
she's reached out to the Delta. So we hope that the AKAs, because one of our performers is an AKA.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
We're not going to be on stage by the Delta. So we'll be there.
So you got to come there.
We'll be there.
I believe Carla Payne, who's one of the performers,
Okay,
is an
yes, she is an
AKA.
AKA. Perfect.
Okay, and we have some other great performers too, Kevin Brown and some other great performers you might know.
Awesome. Okay. Tickets?
Tickets can be purchased at brownpapertickets.com and newhorizontheater.org.
Perfect.
And the Dorseys.
Perfect. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Can't wait to see it.
Thank you.
Telling you, we are packed today. We're going to take a break. Some politicians coming up next. Don't go away.